Every time we aim higher, to earn more, feel fulfilled, or live with purpose, we immediately start thinking in terms of action. Grind harder, read smarter, wake up earlier, stick to the plan. And sure, all that has value. Discipline and habits do shape outcomes. But there's a crucial piece almost everyone overlooks. It's not just about what you commit to, it's about what you cut off, what you eliminate, what you no longer tolerate in your space, your schedule, and your mindset. We love talking about morning routines and daily hustle, but the silent killers, they go undetected. They hide behind normal, blend in with routine, and sabotage your growth without ever making noise. Think of building success like constructing a skyscraper. You might have the latest tools, you might have a flawless blueprint, but if the foundation is cracked, if there's decay beneath the surface, no amount of effort on the top floors will keep it standing. And that's the trap so many fall into. They're putting in the hours, they're consuming all the right advice, but still feel like they're running in place. Why? Because they're dragging dead weight, clinging to patterns that cancel out progress. The problem isn't effort, it's the refusal to let go. Imagine filling a bathtub with the drain open. That's what happens when you do all the right things, but never address what's silently draining your energy, your momentum, your clarity. This message isn't here to hype you up. It's here to wake you up, to get honest, to get clear. Because growth doesn't only come from what you add, it comes from what you subtract. What I'm about to share with you, it isn't trendy, it isn't popular advice, but it's real. And real is what creates freedom. If you're serious about changing your life, you have to stop idolizing constant motion and start prioritizing wise direction. Not everything you've normalized deserves to stay in your story. Number 1, hoping they fall won't help you rise. It only slows you down. Wishing misfortune on someone else doesn't make your life better. It reveals where you're still wounded. It's not power, it's projection. When you root for someone to lose, you're not damaging their path. You're polluting your own. The universe doesn't respond to resentment with reward. It mirrors your mindset and multiplies what you nurture. The truth is, their progress doesn't block yours. Their spotlight doesn't steal your stage. There's room for more than one winner. But if your energy is tied up in comparison, you're already off track. Obsession with their journey only delays yours. Want to move forward? Focus forward. Run your race. Get so locked in on your growth that you don't even notice what anyone else is doing, and if their success stirs something uncomfortable inside you, that's not a sign to hate, it's a signal to heal. Learn to applaud others even when your hands are empty. Let their breakthrough ignite inspiration, not insecurity, because the people who truly rise, they don't compete, they create, they build in silence and let their results speak. You don't need to drag anyone down to climb higher. You just need to elevate so fiercely that negativity can't keep up. Because the most powerful response isn't revenge. It's rising so far above they can't even reach your level to compare. Number 2, give without strings. Let your kindness be free, not a trade. If your generosity comes with a hidden expectation, it's not truly generous. It's just control wearing a mask. Real giving has no ledger. The moment you start tallying what you've done for others, you've turned love into leverage. And the painful reality is this: the more you anticipate a return, the more likely you are to feel disappointed. But that disappointment, that's not on them. It's on you for expecting repayment from places that were never meant to owe you. Stop offering help as a down payment for future loyalty. Stop pouring into people with the hope they'll fill you back up. Give because it reflects who you are, not because you're chasing gratitude or payback. If someone gives back, be grateful. If they don't, be at peace. Because true strength is found in the moments you give fully, walk away quietly, and trust that life has its own way of returning what's meant for you. You weren't put on this earth to calculate your compassion. You were meant to overflow with love, with service, with grace. And when your heart is clean, life will reward you. Maybe not from the same hands, but from better ones at better times, in ways you never saw coming. So give freely, love fully, help quietly, then release it. That's where real peace lives. Number 3, stop pouring into relationships that only show up when they're thirsty. You are not an endless supply of comfort for people who only knock when they're in need. You're not a backup plan, a last resort, or a battery charger for drained souls who vanish once they're recharged. Some connections only grow when you're giving, but the moment you need to lean, they're nowhere to be found. That's not love, it's convenience. It's not a bond, it's a one-way withdrawal. And the longer you keep feeding it, hoping it turns into something real, the more it drains your spirit. Be honest. If they only reach out when they're empty and disappear when you are, what exactly are you holding on to? Truth is, some people cheer your failures because it makes them feel superior. Some come back around only when they sense value in you again. But the second you say, "I've had enough," you become the villain in their story. You become the hero in yours for finally putting your well-being first. Guard your energy like your future depends on it, because it does. Stop nurturing dead weight. Stop sustaining what only survives by draining you. Real relationships are balanced. They grow on mutual effort, not silent expectations. If someone's loyalty expires when you have nothing left to offer, do yourself a favor. Don't invite them back in. You're not here to refill what refuses to fill itself. Number 4, your life is yours. Stop handing the steering wheel to blame. Here's the harsh truth. Your future doesn't care who hurt you, only what you choose to do about it. You didn't get to pick your past, but what happens next? That's all on you. Blaming others might feel comforting. It gives you a reason, a scapegoat, but it also keeps you stuck. Blame delays growth. It freezes movement. It convinces you that your story can't change unless someone else rewrites it for you. But that's a lie. Your boss didn't stop your dream. Your parents didn't lock your potential. Your ex didn't take your purpose. Your thinking did. Your habits did. Your refusal to take ownership did. The world moves for those who move themselves. While some sit around collecting reasons why they can't win, others are building new paths out of old pain. Winners aren't luckier. They're bolder. They ask better questions. They stop saying, "Why me?" and start saying, "What now?" Shift your focus. Take back the pen. Own your choices. Because once you stop blaming everyone else, you finally start becoming someone no one can stop. Until then, you're just stuck in place, hoping someone else gives you a life only you can build. Number 5, stop thinking you've learned enough. Growth is a daily requirement. The second you stop feeding your mind, you begin starving your future. Growth isn't optional, it's oxygen. You can be talented, hardworking, and charismatic, but if your mind goes stagnant, so will your life. The world is moving at lightning speed, and the harsh truth, it doesn't wait for those who fall behind. If you're not evolving, you're eroding. And the most dangerous mindset of all? Thinking you already know enough. Phrases like, "I've already seen that," or "I've heard this before," are red flags. That's not intelligence. That's ego wearing a disguise. High performers never assume they've arrived. They're always learning. Always studying. Always sharpening their edge, especially after they've succeeded. Because they understand this. True mastery is never finished. When you wake up with a hunger to learn, you stay lethal. You stay sharp. You stay ready. It keeps you humble enough to grow and wise enough to shift when life changes course. Never let a job title, a degree, or a few victories fool you into thinking the work is done. There's always another level, another skill, another truth to uncover. The moment you believe you've got it all figured out is the moment you begin your silent decline. So stay curious, stay open, stay committed to learning, not for a season, but for life. So now you've seen it. The silent traps, the quiet killers, the the hidden habits that don't scream, but slowly steal. These aren't dramatic failures. These are subtle compromises. The kind that feel normal, but cost you everything over time. Wishing for others to fall, giving with expectations, watering one-sided relationships, blaming the world for your mess. Thinking you've learned enough. These 5 mistakes seem small until you look back and realize how far they pulled you off course. But now you're awake, and that awareness, that's power. Because once you know better, you have no excuse to stay the same. This is your moment to shift, to break cycles, to rewrite the script. You don't need a miracle. You need responsibility. You need discipline. You need the courage to say, I'm done doing what's easy, what's familiar, what's toxic. Your future isn't waiting, it's watching. Watching to see if you'll keep leaking potential through excuses, or finally seal the cracks and build something real. You've got the tools now. Use them. Refuse to go back. Refuse to stay average. And above all, refuse to live a life that only looks successful but feels empty. Now rise, quietly, powerfully, permanently.